Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the Movies Matrix YouTube channel. It is 4 in the morning East Coast time, it's 5 in the morning East Coast time, 2 in the morning Pacific time. We are finally here. We made it. We are watching the Mandalorian season finale of season 2. My name is Lo. I'm up in California. We got Dives over in Philly. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well, man. I've been up since 2:30 in the morning. I'm just inject all this into my veins. Words cannot express how excited I am for this finale.
Without further ado, let's dig right in.
Bo, if we get Bo, man, I'm gonna freak out, man. If we get Bo back,
There's no way they could have shown Bo and not have her come back for this.
If we get a Moff Gideon versus Bo-Katan showdown in this finale, like I've predicted from like literally before the season started, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry again. Who was the Jedi that reached Grogu at that Jedi temple? Who was it? We don't know. Do you have any predictions?
Maybe Maul. Maybe.
Oh my god.
I guess we'll see.
I literally just got like goosebumps from you saying that. Get him, Boba.
I love that Boba's got them on the run instead of the other way around.
Boba's like, I ain't got time for this. Oh, he's dead. He's dead. That guy had it coming, man.
I love that they made her from Alderaan.
It's weird not seeing the Razor Crest, man. Really weird.
I know. The slave one is a good enough replacement, though.
Yeah, I agree. Is there a more badass duo than Boba and Din Djarin, man?
It's awesome.
Like, literally, like, Din Djarin and Boba walk into a cantina. Is that who I thought it was?
Yes.
Here we go. It's Bo-Katan time. Here we go. Here we go.
Okay.
Dual flamethrowers.
I'm also feeling pretty good about my season 3 prediction.
The dynamic between Boba and Bo is pretty fantastic. I'm not going to lie.
It's pretty funny. He keeps calling her princess. We've seen him hundreds of times, but I still get excited when I see a TIE fighter.
Right? Right? I was rewatching the previous episode before this, and like watching the TIE fighters rescue Din against the pirates, like it always feels nostalgic every time.
I feel like it's just a part of Star Wars. Even that sound.
Yeah. Rest in peace, by the way, to the original Boba Fett. All right, Dark Troopers time. Let's go. Major Terminator vibes with these Dark Troopers.
Kind of get the Sentry vibes from Iron Man 2 as well.
Yeah. What? Jetpacks will never not be cool.
I will say they are pretty intimidating.
They are. They're like Moff Gideon, man. They definitely have a presence about them. All right, these are awesome, man. These Dark Troopers are great.
Definitely Terminator vibes. That alarm is also very Star Wars.
Yeah.
I could hear that anywhere and know exactly what it is.
Woo! I love how Cara Dune's like now like the Hobbs of the Star Wars universe. The Scar Spear is like taking center stage in this episode. There's nothing more sad than seeing Grogu like in shackles. That is terrifying.
That was awesome.
Let's go!
I loved how he fought like a Mandalorian, kind of like when Sabine was fighting with a lightsaber.
Oh, snap.
What?
Oh, snap. It's got to be the Jedi that connected with Grogu at that temple that's going to rescue them, right?
I kind of felt like we wouldn't figure that out till like the very end, maybe as a cliffhanger. What are they made out of? Are they made out of Beskar too?
I would imagine. Here we go. Who's that? Who's that? Oh my God.
Are you kidding me? There is only one person I know linked with an X-Wing.
Who's that?
Nice.
Luke! Is it Luke?
What is happening right now? That's 100% Luke. Oh my freaking God.
Oh my God. This is amazing. This one goes out to all the Last Jedi haters. I wanted to see real Luke.
Yeah, get him, Cara. I am freaking out. That had to be one of the best lightsaber sequences I've ever seen. Oh. Aw.
Nice.
He's touching his face for the first time. R2! Nice, Low.
My boy. R2 is my favorite for like the longest, man.
To the Jedi Academy you go.
No, but that's why I was trying to tell. I didn't want to spoil it for you, but like when I saw the X-Wing, I was like, there's no way that's Luke. But in my head, that's like the only Jedi I linked with an X-Wing.
Whew, that was powerful, man. Oh, wow.
I was going to say they came a long way from Rogue One. Mark looked really good.
That scene of the door opening and all you see is his lightsaber in the mist or the fog. Like, come on. Like, this show, man, is just gorgeous. Top to bottom.
Yeah, man. I'm calling it, man. I think season 3 will be the war for Mandalore.
Definitely.
I'm surprised Boba didn't come back at all.
Yeah, he was pretty much a non-factor in that entire light cruiser battle.
But at the same time, if he would have came back, that would have stole thunder from Luke's moment, I think. Well, it worked out the way it should have.
I agree. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me?
That's awesome.
Boba's back. Boba takes the throne. The Book of Boba Fett.
You know what's interesting is I thought Fennec for sure would be one of the Rangers, but I guess not.
Nope. No, she's Boba's right-hand woman, I guess. The Book of Boba Fett coming December 2021. How that wasn't part of Disney's investors.
No, right? It wasn't. And I love that Lucasfilm and Disney did that and saved that for us.
Yeah.
What a moment.
Yeah, I don't even know where to begin. There are so many epic moments in this finale. Mine, obviously, you know where this is going, Low. Like that moment between Din handing off Grogu to Luke Skywalker, and just major credit to Pedro Pascal because like this guy, he doesn't speak. Like all he does is just stand in armor and evokes so many emotions in that moment where he takes off his helmet and hands off Grogu, giving permission for Grogu to get trained under Luke at the Jedi Academy was my favorite moment. Probably maybe top moment of this season for sure. But seeing Pedro Pascal just like emotional and takes off, oh, man, that was perfect. What was one of your favorite moments, man?
100%. Just the second that X-Wing hit the screen.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't want to believe it because I didn't think that it was possible. It didn't make sense to me that he could be there, but I immediately thought Luke. I didn't want to spoil it when we were watching it live, but you were like, is it Ahsoka? Is it Obi-Wan? And in my head, I was like, nah, man, that's Luke. If you go back into the films, if you go back into the lore, Luke is like the only Jedi I know that flies an X-Wing. So it calls back to New Hope. It calls back to, you know, every time like Empire Strikes Back when Yoda lifts it out of the swamp, like that X-Wing is so iconic to Luke. And then once we see the green lightsaber ignite, oh man, I shrieked. I didn't mean to shriek that way, but it was just pure excitement, pure like disbelief. I didn't think they would bring Luke into this. What a game changer! Like, because that really puts everything on the table now. Like, to see Bo-Katan and Ahsoka is one thing. That came from the series.
Yeah.
But to see Mark Hamill, the legend himself, Mark Hamill, appear on The Mandalorian. Oh man, like anything is possible now in any of these series, and I think when Obi-Wan does come, I think we're in for some huge surprises knowing that this is possible.
Like you said, everything's on the table right now for the direction of Star Wars and all these TV shows and movies that are interconnected moving forward. That buildup of the Dark Troopers and how intimidating they were. We were like, these guys got major Terminator vibes going, and you know, they were done. Din couldn't barely handle one, and you saw them all line up, And that buildup of just watching Luke just mow them all down, like that guy probably didn't break a sweat, and then like a single drop of sweat, taking like at least 24 of the Dark Troopers down. That was terrific. And like from the jump from this season, the premiere, season 2 premiere, we saw Beskar really take center stage, and we saw it hinted at again and again and again throughout the season. And sure enough, man, that was another star of this finale, was the Beskar armor versus the Darksaber. That fight sequence between Din and Moff Gideon, man, some of the best fight choreography, just extremely emotional moment, and what that Darksaber means moving forward. We could touch on that in a little bit, because I don't even know where this is going. Well, I think we do know, but any other favorite moments, dude, before we get on to what we think season?
Well, I don't know if anyone noticed, but I changed hats in the middle of the episode. I went from my Yoda to an R2, and I just gotta say, like, it's unfortunate my stream was behind yours, because I heard the beeps before I saw them, but that always gets me. One of my favorite moments from The Last Jedi was when R2 shows Luke the original message from Leia. And I love how, like, he's like, that's a cheap move. And not to bring Last Jedi up again, but it's just R2 holds a special place in my heart. He's in all of the tales. He saves everybody when they're in danger. And even for him to just like roll into the screen on the Mandalorian for like 10 seconds, whatever it was, that really warmed my heart, man. R2 is a special character, and I was happy to see him. So
that was crazy, man. All right. How would you grade this episode out of 10, man?
Oh, man, the 10. It's a 10. It's my first 10 since the Ahsoka episode. And in terms of surprise, or genuine surprise, happy, pleasant surprise, and in terms of brilliant choreography, intense action, it's right up there. I thought the Ahsoka episode was my favorite of the series, but I mean, this is right there. I mean, we never would have thought Luke Skywalker would be walking onto this show. So I think that in itself just about elevates it to top episode for me. What would you grade it?
10. It's easily a 10. Really well said. Easily, Ahsoka was my favorite episode of the entire series. I didn't know if that could be topped, because obviously I have a huge attachment towards Ahsoka. I'm a little biased, but this is just bigger. Like what we just saw is so much bigger than Ahsoka Tano, and the direction of all these Star Wars series coming out on Disney Plus. Like you said, it connects the dots. It just says, guess what, guys? You love Star Wars? Who knows who's going to show up in the Obi-Wan series? Who knows who's going to show up in this book of Boba Fett series? Everyone is on the table, and I think this is an episode that I'll probably watch about 10 to 15 times today. And I don't even know. Like, there were so many crazy moments, and so many things happen in this episode that have major implications moving forward. And I think I'll start off with one thing, and the helmet is off. The helmet is off for Din, and what that means moving forward. I think that has major implications into season 3. I honestly think he is going to be a completely different character in season 3, and just showing how Grogu has impacted his life positively as a father figure. You know, that's part of fatherhood, is not only the journey, but it's also letting go and watching him blossom and watching him become his own, who he's meant to be. So that tender moment was perfect. The giving away moment was perfect. It was bound to happen. I'm really glad to see it, and I'm really excited for the possibilities of where we go into season 3, man. So you guessed it, and you were on top of this for a long time. So where are we going, man?
Well, I want to touch on what you were saying really quick. I feel like Din is in a place where he's seen Ahsoka just, on her own, doing her own thing. He's seen Boba, who has the armor, but isn't really part of the Mandalorian way and the Mandalorian, any clan or any family. I think he can be comfortable being in that gray area that you love.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to be really interesting moving forward. And where are we going? I think we are going to see the Civil War for Mandalore.
Yep.
We have not seen the armor. We know she's alive, and we know Bo-Katan also wants the throne. And if that's the case, I mean, why wouldn't the armor have any? Of course, she wants the throne as well. So I think we're definitely going to see a battle for Mandalore, and we're going to see where Din's loyalties lie, if they lie with either of them at all.
Yeah.
Lots of drama there. And just to kind of touch back, I don't want to linger too long on the Luke thing, but this isn't even just Star Wars anymore. Like, this is a monumental moment in like TV history. I'm going to put that in air quotes because this is a TV show, but I mean, does anybody really watch TV anymore? But in terms of television, right? Like, I was a huge Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. fan. And, you know, this is the only time I've ever seen this moment happen, but it's also the only time I ever felt like it was possible. But Nick Fury appeared in the show a couple times. And that was a moment, but it was also like, in my mind, like, I'm never going to see Iron Man in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm never going to see Captain America. But for Luke freaking Skywalker to come on to this little rink-a-dink Star Wars show is literally like TV, cinematic history. Like, I don't think we've ever seen a character of that magnitude make an appearance outside of a feature film that they were famous for. So I think that is just like, I'm still like shaking. Like, I cannot believe what we just saw. So I think that in itself is just breaking ground in so many ways. And I think it opens the doors for, you know, I'm not saying, you know, Marvel or DC has to follow suit, but I think it really opens the doors of what these shows can be.
I mean, it's limitless. The potential is limitless. Like a Boba Fett series, Andor series, Ahsoka Tano series, the Acolytes. Like, it just goes on, and it's just like Disney Plus is putting on a major front, saying, "Yo Netflix, yo Hulu, yo Amazon, come get some." Like, because that's unbeatable. If you open the door to all these famous characters and just keep pumping these kind of series out, I'm going to watch every single one of them night one, day one. I mean, we're up in the morning watching this finale.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just incredible how Disney Plus is really on the ball with this. It's a salute to the fans, most importantly, I think. Is that?
And I also feel like some of the series may lead into the film, or maybe Rogue Squadrons has a moment where we leak into another series. I think like it's just streamlined now. It's just the river is flowing and it's just going to branch off, you know? So
it honestly feels like Kevin Feige is part of this. Do we know if he's like in part of like this, not the MCU, but the SWU or something? I don't know.
Well, I remember there was word around the campfire that he was dipping his toes into the Star Wars universe. And maybe, you know, maybe this was some of the inklings he was saying, like, hey, tie this together. Like, this is too big not to. Like,
yeah. So. I mean, you said it. Like, Boba Fett is one thing. Ahsoka Tano is another. The Yoda species is another. But to bring in Luke freaking Skywalker, like, where are we going now? So, and where there's just so many like things to think about. I just can't wait to rewatch this.
And to be fair, I'm like I cannot wait for Kenobi. I feel like Kenobi is just gonna. There's so many things they could do with Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen. Oh my god, I'm like just like shaking in excitement for that one. Like, it can't come soon enough for me. The
force powers of Luke just mowing through those Dark Troopers. That one time he just like squeezed it like a little trash can, and just like perfect. It is perfect.
You know what's funny is especially he was doing it with his gloved hand. It gave me strong Vader vibes. I was like, that's the Skywalker blood right there, man. He just like crushed it like a can.
Amazing. Oh, I'm sure. I think we're going to be talking about this for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah. No, this is not over.
All right. Anything you want to plug, dude? And we'll wrap it up.
I just want to tip my hat to you, sir. You and me are in the midst of the Movies Matrix Christmas draft final. This is the championship round. I am on the cusp of possibly winning my first championship. But I will say, if the tides swing, man, It would be an honor to lose to you, my friend. You're my brother in arms. You brought me into the game, and you really helped me blossom. And also in terms of the film drafts, man, you're a champ yourself. You're always a contender. And if I lost to you, man, that's like, no shame in that loss. I'd be like Rocky Balboa losing to Apollo Creed, man. It's like I got to hold my head up high at that point.
Dude, you have a great list. I think I said it during the post game. I gave you a 10 out of 10. It's like I said I would vote for you over my team. Your Claws, we watched it probably about 5 times since December. It's just a Christmas classic. And Jingle All the Way. All your movies are fantastic. I said it before and I'll say it again. You put that, we have 4 teams, 4 movies on each team. And that collection of 8 movies is literally what I watch nonstop. The only thing missing is the Polar Express. And I watch those movies on repeat. We watched The Grinch last night.
Yep. That Ryan Harrison.
Yeah, so I'm humble to be in it, but your team is stacked, man. That is a great team to lose. And finally, no offense to Amanda, she shouldn't have won the previous prep. I'm sorry. I think our 2 teams are the best. No bias. Are the best of the best Christmas movies in this tournament, and your team winning is a really good sign moving forward that the fans got it right.
Hey, well said, man. And I don't want to dig too deep into the other drafts, but there was definitely some questionable teams that winning the overalls. So
for sure. All right, yeah. So all right. So this is the Movies Matrix YouTube channel. Please be sure to like. Please be sure to comment. Please be sure to subscribe. For Loretto, please follow him on Twitter at Marcellus Durden. I'm Mr. Crockpot on Twitter. For myself, thanks for watching, guys. Stay awesome.
peace out.